Welcome to Tile Talk with Christina, Elizabeth, and Marshall.
Your go-to podcast for all things Mahjong. We are going to deep dive into all things Mahjong.
Let's go. Roll the dice.
That's right.
All right. Welcome. We are back with Tile Talk episode 12.
12. We're here. That's right. And this is a really fun one. I'm so excited about this episode.
I am too.
Today we're talking about where you rank as a Mahjong player, and we are going to meet the brains behind AMR Authority. So we want to welcome, we have Bethany Factor and Amanda Wolsey. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. And they are from Fort Worth, Texas.
That's right.
And we are just so excited. They have the Mahj Clubhouse in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
And thanks for doing. They're going to be here with us all episode. Doing all the things.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Thank you. We're so excited.
We are so ready for this one to crack into what AMR is.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's going to be really excited to hear about
too.
that.
I think this is something really, really cool that can, once again, another way to bring everybody together.
It's something I didn't really know existed. And then when I did, I was like, wait, why haven't why hasn't this been happening? It makes so much sense.
It does. It does.
Yeah, you guys get excited for this one. Okay, first, before we get rolling, let's see how everyone's doing.
Check in.
Yeah, so Marshall is not here today, but we do want to welcome his newest baby girl, baby Imogen. She is so precious. She's number 3. He's got three baby girls.
3 and under, y'all.
3 and under. 3 and under. That's right.
Oh my gosh. The
So
pictures
congrats.
he sent from they were down at the coast for the 4th of July and they were just all the sisters and the cousins together.
Yeah.
It was the sweetest thing.
The one picture of Maud like squeezing Imogen's head, and I was
know.
like, oh my gosh. Have you seen him, Chris?
I haven't.
Oh.
Okay, everyone, we have Chris with us today.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Yes, yeah.
Hello.
He's got that nice radio voice.
Yeah,
He
Talk
really
My
does.
Late Night Show.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Glad to be
Thank
here.
you so much for standing in for Marshall. We really, really
Yes.
appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
we
Yep.
love seeing you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we love seeing you again. We haven't seen you since we had Bubby Fisher on.
Bubby
That's
Fisher.
right.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
That was
a good
that
time.
was.
a
That's
great show,
one of our
too.
best episodes.
I know.
for
We always
sure.
have you on for the best
I
ones.
know.
Marshall misses the best shows.
You're a good omen.
Let's go.
What's going on with you, Christina?
Oh.
I haven't seen you in a week.
I mean, it's summer, baby.
I know.
Yeah, I don't even know. Where was I? I feel like we were somewhere for 4th of July. I went to Jacksonville. We went to a Bananas game.
That's right.
Yeah, it was fun. So what's funny is we bought the tickets and they said Savannah Bananas, and it wasn't the Savannah Bananas. It was like the coconuts and something. But it's Banana Ball, and we wore all of our banana stuff, and the whole stadium did though. Like the entire field was covered in people wearing banana stuff because they tricked us. But it was just as fun. They were really cute. We had the best time. The kids loved it. And then we saw fireworks from there. They shot them off in downtown Jacksonville. So we got to see them right there. And that was really cool. We've never done that before.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What'd you do
That's
for the 4th?
Well, for the 4th, I was at Mexico Beach with my husband's family. It's the Wallace.
Yes.
It's like, well, his grandfather was born on the 4th of July. So it is Wallace. If you miss, you're like out. You're excommunicated.
Yeah.
Better pray for you. But it was so fun.
It is.
We've
I
been
was
doing
gonna
it for
say,
so
but
long.
he doesn't
we
wanna
had
be
to do like
there.
a water shooting golf cart run that's super fun. And then the weekend before, I went up to the lake with my side of the family, and I taught 5 new people how to play Mahjong. I knew you'd be so proud of me. I
I'm very
couldn't wait
proud
to
of
tell you
you.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
I know. It was
That's
really
the
fun.
best. That's
Yeah.
what gives me. That's what it's about,
Yep,
right?
I know. And we're going to see them later in the summer, and they're like, oh my God, please bring your set. We can't wait to play. So I bet you by the time we hang out again, they will then have bought their own set, and it'll be down the gravy train.
Just when you think everybody knows.
No.
It's like, oh my gosh, you don't know?
I know.
Okay, what are you doing tonight?
I know. Well,
Come over.
The Wallace cousins this weekend that we did not play. It was so busy, but they want to learn so bad. So I gotta schedule that. But
Oh, yes. I
spreading
know.
the love.
Yep. A couple of vacations we have coming up, I have scheduled to teach my friends in those areas
Yes.
during those times. So, yeah.
Woo, I know.
Yeah. I love
know.
that. I'm not
I
mad
know.
about it.
No.
Let's do it. Okay, ladies, how was your 4th of
Yes.
July?
It was a lot of fun. We actually ended up singing each other for fireworks, so
Nice.
it was really fun.
Oh, I love
I know.
that. Yeah, I just love kind of the community too. I feel like there's not much that I do where I don't run into somebody I know through Mahjong too,
Absolutely.
which is really cool. That's a small world, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Chris, did you have a great 4th of July?
I did. I went down to Clearwater, hung out with some
Ooh.
friends. It was a good time. It was so hot.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
I know. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but like 4th of July is my least favorite holiday.
Yeah.
I hate being hot.
My favorite.
And then by the time the fireworks come, I'm just sticky and I'm gross and I'm tired. And I've probably been drinking cocktails throughout the day. And I'm just like, what am
I
I
don't know.
still
I
doing
love it.
awake?
I
know.
love the 4th. I love being hot and I love the beach. So it's usually all my favorite things combined into one. Beer, beach, waves,
Yeah.
sun. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And it
enjoyed
was a
the
big
heat?
one this year, 250.
250.
It was a
I know.
250.
I know.
Yeah.
I brought my A game. I
Great.
smiled the whole
Good.
time.
Good. We ran a dang 5K on the 4th.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
thank
I
you.
walked it. I did not run. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't run.
Your boys, I tell you what.
They ran. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get into the
Yes.
Tablescape.
Yes,
Okay,
and the fun part.
I know. Listen. I'm clearly feeling a certain vibe today. I've got all
Mm-hmm.
the blues and the whites. I feel like I'm back on the I never went to the Mediterranean. Like, listen, I was not on the coast
You
at
went
all.
abroad.
But I'm dreaming that I'm on like the Mediterranean. I am living my best life right now, especially when we get to the cocktail. So first, let's talk about the mat. So I'm actually using the tablecloth, just the tablecloth. We use it a lot underneath our mats, but really it's one of my favorite pieces. It's so versatile. This is the Amazon Blue by Oh My Mahjong, and they still have it. They've had this one for a long time, and for good reason. I'm obsessed with this one, but I'm really excited with what I've paired it with. So I have the birdie tiles from Oh My Mahjong, and these are the tiles I love to teach on. They are not the bright pink, but you can pair them with pink because they have some on the face, but they coincide with the classic tiles a lot more than other ones. The dots look like dots.
True.
Cracks are all of the same, like reddish pink color, and BAMs have bamboo on them. So this is a much easier, fun set to teach on than some of the other ones. It's easier to kind of grasp the suits and stuff. So those are birdie. And then my new racks, these are the Burl racks by Oh My Mahjong. And I got them actually for my Florida State mat that I love. And it is, now I'm starting to pair it with everything. And I love this burl wood look. I love that they're lightweight. So my favorite Miss Mahjong, like the scalloped, like opal ones that I usually have, they're heavier. So when I put them in my bag, you can kind of tell. So these are nice that they're lightweight. I mean, honestly though, they make me want like a real set of burl wood.
Well, I was like,
racks.
you can get veneer burl wood, and I was like, maybe we could make our. I don't know. Burl's coming back in, and it's such a cool.
So pretty.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty, but I love how it pops on this mat. It's giving me.
And I think it'll go with a lot.
It goes with I'm excited to bring out all my mats now and use them, but
Well,
they're going to look really good with my Florida State mat too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Bring
All
on
right.
the football. Okay. So yeah, that's our set. Tell us about the flowers
Okay,
today.
Well, I got
This is fun.
home from vacation, and I noticed that my aloe plant was in bloom, and it is spectacular. It's the coral bloom behind you guys, and it'll last for like almost a month in water, and it'll stay like that in your yard for even longer. But it's beautiful.
So you cut it off just for us?
I did. Well, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks, so I might take it with me.
Oh, that's
When
a
I
good
go see
idea.
my mom, so it can make the car trip up to South Carolina, because
Oh,
it
I
will.
love that.
It'll
It
stay
is.
like that
It's
for a
beautiful.
while. So yeah.
I know, that was exciting. I didn't know an aloe bloomed.
I
Who
know.
knew?
I
Yeah.
know. And they don't bloom a lot, but when they do, it is pretty spectacular. And it's like their little seed pods that they lay down and then make more.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, thank
and
you
it's
for
time of the
sharing
year for
that
aloe.
with
You know,
us.
you can also use those leaves to.
Oh yeah, for your
Soothe your-
sunburn.
yep,
I love an aloe plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't keep them alive, which is crazy. Like, who can't keep an aloe alive? Me. I can't. I cannot. The
Well,
tips get
I was-
crusty, and then I
know.
overwater. It's
Well, I
like,
got you, girl.
why?
I got you.
know.
But I was very excited about the aloe plant, but I'm even more excited about what you brought for us today.
Okay, let's talk about the drinks. So Today we're doing something a little bit different. Like I said, I'm living on that Mediterranean, baby. I'm back in Italy, so I brought something really cool. I brought. I'm not a limoncello fan. For me, limoncello gives pledge. Like there's something about it that just doesn't sit well. Yeah, but I tried all the different cellos in Italy, trust me. But they have, this is arancino, which is orange. It's an orange Italian liqueur, and this one's made by Morelli. It's a Tuscan distillery, and this is one of my favorites. They also make like a melon cello, which actually that one might be my favorite, but I already drank all of that one. So this is the one we have left. And I tried to bring as much as I could back in the bags. But what I love about this is that you can drink it. It's supposed to be drunk like you can drink it straight, very chilled. So I've given us a little bit that way, and it is very chilled. You keep it in your freezer, but you can also do a splash in your Prosecco for a nice sort of summery cocktail. And so we have both options here. We're going to try them both. I've never had it in the Prosecco, but I think this is the way to go, probably, especially if you want to make it last. I've been going through it a little bit.
Yeah.
But not by I'm not like at home, like drinking from the bottle. It's everyone who comes over, whenever I go, whenever I'm a guest somewhere, I try to bring a bottle with me and share it with everyone because I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Anyway, so if you are a fan of limoncello, try the orange. It's made infusing the orange peel, so it's got a little bite, a little bitterness to it, and it's delicious. All right,
you so
want to
much
try
for
it? And
sharing.
then we've given Chris a little bit. He's going to go straight. He's got a chilled glass of straight. Okay.
All right.
So cheers. We'll try this one
Prosecco
first.
Okay.
Ladies, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to send you a bottle. I think
That's
I've
right.
got a couple left.
That's very good.
Oh,
Damn.
wait. Wow.
That's very
It
delicious.
takes a second to hit.
That is great. That's, you know what? It's going
This
to be
is my
hard to
new
go back.
favorite. Can we find this in the States?
We're going to have to. This is, I think I only want
Wow.
my mimosas like this now.
I can't go back. Orange juice. What's that?
Yeah.
No, never again. This is the thing to do. And
We have to send
if
y'all a
anybody
bottle
is
for sure.
going to Italy, try it this way, which was an option there. I mean, I did see it. I was just, but I don't know why I didn't try it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that's delicious.
All right. If you want to try it straight a little bit, we'll do a
oh
little.
gosh, okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
I can the rind. I feel the little.
Isn't it
yes,
good?
Yes.
it's so fresh and crisp.
Ooh, and it's not too sweet. I don't like it when it's too sweet.
I know.
You forgot our friend Heather used to make limoncello.
I did forget
And
that.
you would go over to
I
her
wonder
house
why.
and she'd have like all of her flower vases, all these like cisterns all around her kitchen. I'm
In
like,
the-
what are you doing?
in the
She's
house
like,
by my house.
yes.
Yeah. I do
yeah.
kinda
She would make
remember
it for Christmas, but I think it got kind of overwhelming. She was like, I'm not doing that shit again. It was a lot.
I
But
get that.
Maybe we had to
I
get her
get
back
that.
on it because this is delightful.
When we were on 30A, some girlfriends and I took a weekend and we met a bunch of snowbirds. They were there. It was like winter. It was
Yeah.
January. And they were all in the hot tub. And we were kind of like, should we I mean, they were all in the hot tub. And my friends and I were like, let's go join them. Like, and so they scooted by and like let us in. And at first they were just kind of like,
Should have had a floating mahjong mat.
It was they had really taken over and they were having a day and we just wanted to be a part of it. So we scooted in there. First of all, once they learned we loved mahjong, they were like, "Oh my gosh, we gotta play! We play every Wednesday here." They're so cute. But then the men were like, once they saw we were like in the group and accepted, they brought down their limoncello. They're like, "We don't share this with anybody," but they have like a limoncello off where like they both come from different areas of the States.
Yeah.
And they make limoncello before they come, two of the gentlemen, and then everyone tastes it, and it's like a competition. So they
I
didn't tell
love
us
this.
who made it,
You
but they
had
were
to-
really
And
competitive.
then they wanted to know which one you liked better.
Yeah, yeah. But they
great.
were they were Italian. They
You
weren't
made
from Italy,
limoncello
but
mahjong friends? That's
I
crazy.
did anyway. And I don't like limoncello, but I was like, it's so good.
Now you do.
Yeah. I'm going to have to come next year in January with my orange cello.
Yeah, be like, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. So Amanda and Bethany, you are joining us with a cocktail.
Yes.
You want to tell us what you've decided on today?
We're also doing a little bit of a breakfast cocktail.
Perfect.
So this is our version of a espresso martini, but
Tell us.
we like tequila, so we have espresso martinez instead of martini.
Oh,
Wait,
yes.
tell me everything. I am not a vodka girl. I am a tequila girl. So
This-
I need to know this.
This may be life-changing for Christina.
Yes.
Same. So I don't know, have you ever heard of La Pulga tequila?
La Pulga?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Is it a blue
Okay,
and
it's a
white bottle?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I know
Got it.
that
Well,
bottle. Yeah.
It's a blue and white label.
Yes.
The bottle is clear.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a Fort Worth tequila, and actually one of my dear friends is one of the owners. There are 3 owners, and she's one of them. And so her añejo tequila is delicious. So you do a third and a third and a third. A shot of espresso, a shot of tequila, and then an extra little splash on top. And then a shot of Kahlua.
My
And then
kinda
you
girl.
shake
Oh.
it
Oh.
and wake up your day that way.
Okay. I am trying this.
Yes.
Wow. Thank
we-
you for sharing that.
Can we put this on our website?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We can share the
It's
AMR
delicious.
girls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have that too. Oh my gosh.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm buying that. Oh, do I need to order that tequila? I need that
Yes.
tequila.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Got it. Doing
Wow,
it. Thank you for
great.
sharing
Yeah,
that. We love a breakfast cocktail.
Yes.
Especially in our Friday league.
Yeah, our Friday league plays at 10 a.m. So, you know, usually
Yeah.
I don't start drinking till later so I can win. But
Yeah.
sometimes I do.
Sometimes. Some of the ladies go right away.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. We have one buddy who'll like order her red wine, like right when she's like, look, I can't play without my wine. It's just, 10 a.m. baby.
She's ready to
Yeah,
rock.
she's ready to rock. Props. Okay, wonderful. We
Scrambled
got
eggs
the
and Pinot, huh?
Man, let me tell you. And she's a funny one. Gosh, she's one of my favorites. She likes what she likes. So
Yeah.
she brings her own wine where she goes, and she'll buy a glass of wine at the restaurant and go to the bathroom and dump it out and put her own wine. That's why she doesn't get in trouble. She's not like drinking for free. She's like, I'm still buying wine. I like what I like.
Yeah.
So, but she likes really good wine. So, do you, boo?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that for her.
I do too.
Yeah. Shout out to Tassie. Hey, girl.
Yep.
All right, wonderful. All right, so let's get into a little bit of the news. So this is really fun. I have a couple things I want to touch on real quick. First, the Mahjong League National Championship is making its debut. We talked about this on a previous episode, and our league in Tallahassee is a chapter of the Mahjong League. It's the mahjongleague.org, and this is the first year we're going to have a national championship. It'll be on January 30th, 2027, and I just kind of want to spread the news because not only am I really excited, but this is exciting for everyone who is a member of one of the chapters, and they're all over the country now. I want to say there's like 25 leagues now.
Right.
Which is really cool. It's going to be held in Montage Palmetto Bluff in Bluffton, South Carolina. Right, sorry.
Which is gorgeous.
It's amazing. Oh, I'm just excited to go there. There's going to be 2 tournaments. There's going to be the Gold Bracket Tournament, which will be all of 2026's league champions. They're going to be eligible for a ticket to the gold. It's called the Gold Bracket, and you're going to play for the Gold Trophy, like the National Championship Trophy, which is so cool. And then there's going to be a Silver Bracket, and that's going to be for all registered fall chapter members. So unfortunately, there's not room for all register members around the country. So she right now for the first season championship, she is going to do just the fall members. So in order to go, you've got to at least play during the fall. And I think fall registrations are coming out now. So if you guys want to look for a league in your area, this is so exciting. It's the mahjongleague.org. Mahjong is how you spell Mahjong in that one. Okay, and basically the league is, and if you don't have a league, you can start a league. It is a national platform. It makes it easy and fun to start for instructors or enthusiasts to start a league in your local area. we joke around and say it's a league in a box, but it's so much more. They handle the financial stuff, the rules. You can get your trophy and your goods and your scorecards and everything through them. I just can't say enough. It's less work that I have to do and more fun I have running the league. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have them. For sure, I wouldn't have time.
I'm really excited. We need to book a room.
Well, she hasn't opened the block yet. Everyone is ready, and she just hasn't done it yet. But she will let us know. It will be, I believe, end of summer. The blocks will open up. So
that would be such a great time of year to be down there too. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay. You want to talk about this?
I do have some blowing in the wind that I thought you would be really interested in.
Oh, do tell.
Well, it's justification for purchasing more things, Mahjong. So I thought you especially would love this.
I love it already.
So I came across this. It's new findings from Mahjong Ritual. So this is an Instagram account, and they call themselves the Institute for Aesthetic Economics.
The Institute for Aesthetic Economics in Mahjong. Sign me up.
This new study came out, and this is, of course, their study. The unexpected
Girl math.
way, yes. Mahjong purchases break the law of diminishing returns. So if you buy more, you get diminished returns of your, but with
Econ 101, baby.
Right. But this is a brief quantitative analysis why one more mat is almost always justified.
I love this.
I knew you would. I just have two mats. Like I'm your baseline. You are far beyond that.
Hey, it's not polite to talk about how many sets a woman has.
That's right. Okay, so a modest collection, more in line with me. So if you have 4 tile sets, 3 sets of racks, and 2 mats, so 4 times 3 times 2, that equals 24. Chances for a tablescape of different organizations. 24,
so, right? Okay.
Yeah, all right. So if you just add one new mat, that gets you to 36.
Oh, that makes sense to me.
And that's 12 new tablescapes with just purchasing one mat. So do the math on that.
Okay,
right?
That's not diminishing at all.
It does say that there's an asterisk. Methodology does not account for excluding combinations that violate the basic color theory.
Well, okay, listen. I have a lot going on in this room. And, some things just don't go together. But if I add in another mat and it can go with like maybe a handful of things, that's going to give me way more combinations that I can use.
Yeah.
So the color theory, bring that into account.
They basically said too, it's like that, just disregard that because it doesn't even matter because there's so many other things like environmental transformation, rack contrast theory, compounding returns. Y'all, it's hilarious. They go and break down
contrast theory.
So if you need any kind of
I'm gonna buy
justification. That book. And here, this is the one. There's an appendix with like how many tiles and sets you have, and what that will yield you for your tablescapes. But the executive summary is Mahjong collections exhibit compounding delight and is an alternative to diminishing returns. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Compounding delight.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So if you have 12 tile sets, 6 racks, and 20 mats, then you have 1,400 options. So that might be your new goal.
My new goal.
Yeah.
Listen, let's not talk numbers.
I know.
Right?
But you just need to, it's really cute. So that's the Mahjong Ritual. And
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you for doing the
They've really done all the work.
Us.
They did
we
a deep dive.
Yeah.
Deep dive. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
all
it.
right.
Well,
I knew
thank
you would like
you.
that. Yeah. Happy to help.
You're welcome, ladies. Okay. And gentlemen.
Yes.
All right, I want to touch on really quick one more thing. So we have been talking about the elusive 48. We figured out what it was, and we had a group of 4 women who were playing Mahjong for 48 straight hours to break the Guinness Book of World Records. Well, guess what? They did it. They achieved their goal. I don't know how they did it.
Go
I
girls.
would die. I got to sleep. I'm so proud of them. And it was Nancy DeSutter, Jan Eggery, Jennifer Clayton, and Michelle Frizzell. And they were gifted something so cool. I think you are this. really hit home for you
I
too.
did, yeah.
So they played on a table by Kim Yerke. And if you don't know who that is, she creates these beautiful wooden mahjong tables, and she's very artistic, and she kind of carves the design or burns the
them,
design
yeah.
on the top.
And then does stains and
And
paint.
she's so talented. They are the most beautiful tables. And we saw her in person in Tallahassee at an art festival.
Yes, I got one.
And oh my gosh, Elizabeth
Yeah.
got one. And what's so cool about her tables is that when you're not playing on them, you can hang them on your wall. And it's a gorgeous piece of art. Anyway, this okay, sorry.
Yeah.
This gorgeous piece of art was gifted to Jan at the end.
Yeah.
And I saw a little clip of it. And you guys, it was so emotional and so sweet. But it's such a beautiful gift. And Kim, shout out to you.
She's
that
such a
was
cool
so
lady.
thoughtful. All four of their names were carved or burnt into the table itself, I think on the corners. It was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want more information on what happened, I'm proud of you ladies. Congratulations. But you can find all of that on mahjlife.com. So shout out to those ladies.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, really cool. Breaking records, Mahjong records at that.
Well, and
Yeah.
Marshall's going to give us the update from his buddy was the one running all the videography for that event.
Yes.
And he's going to get in touch with him and hear about how
When
behind the scenes and
yeah.
because it had to be recorded the entire time.
It's
You
crazy.
couldn't have no gaps.
No gaps. Yeah.
Because it would suck to like do it all and then we've got
Battery.
30 seconds that are out here and doesn't count.
Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
No.
All right. Well, let's get into it with our new friends.
Okay, yes, ladies, we are so excited to have you here. We have got some great questions for you. There is still so much that we are curious about, but what I'm excited to learn really is how we are able to sort of see where we rank as Mahjong players and how you guys came up with this idea. So if you are ready,
Yes.
should we get
AMR
started? All right.
Authority.
So we want to know, what is AMR Authority for those who've just never even heard of it?
Yeah. You want to go ahead? Yeah. So AMR Authority stands for American Mahjong Ranking Authority. And we created a worldwide platform for every American Mahjong player to be ranked. So picture what USTA does for tennis, or Duper is for pickleball, AMR is for Mahjong.
Okay.
That's really cool. I mean, I want to know where I'm a little nervous to know where
Right.
I rank, but I want to know.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
So why do you think this is important? Why do you think we need a ranking system like this?
Well, I'll take that one. I am a tennis player, and I love my ranking because I don't want to be, beat really bad, and I also don't want to play a beginner. And so it just helps find someone at your level,
Yes.
moreover, than anything else. So
And we all know what
just
it's
more-
like to play with somebody.
more fun to play with people who are at your level.
Exactly. We all know what it's like to play with somebody who is not as advanced as us, or someone who is much more advanced than us. Either way, you feel like you're not playing to your full potential, right? You're either being slowed down a lot, or you're just speeding up to keep up with the table, and you're not really enjoying the game as much as you would if you were able to play at your speed, right?
totally.
Yeah. So I'm so into this because of that. This is really cool. And as somebody who runs a league and I have players of all levels, I'm super intrigued.
Well, and it may help you kind of pair the right people for the right tables,
Right.
or just when we're doing other events. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is if you're in this range.
Yeah.
This is for you. I think
And
this is amazing.
We ask our members to sort of rate themselves,
Right, but that's hard to do.
Right, beginner, advanced, moderate, whatever. And everybody's either really modest or really confident. And there's not a lot in the middle. And it's funny because I'm like, no, that is not you. What are you talking? Like you're doing great. You're on the leaderboard. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very intrigued. Okay. I know these ladies. Okay. So the tennis ranking comparison, and I think you mentioned like pickleball at some point. Like, I don't know how those work exactly. So can you explain how players like earn their ranking?
Yeah, so it's an ELO ranking system, which is basically copied from this. They're used the same way in the algorithm,
Yeah.
and so it's based upon your win-loss rate. But it's also you play 4 games, and then you type in your score. And so
Yeah, so a match is 4 games. So you sit down to play, and you've got your players at your table. You would start your match, and this gives everyone the opportunity to be east. So at the end of your 4 games, you're going to keep score based on the National Mahjong League scoring.
Uh-huh.
And
the values on the card.
The values on the card,
okay.
obviously, are your baseline, and then you go from there. And then at the end of your 4 games, you need to have a match winner. So then you can input your scores from everyone. So if the 4 of us were playing and Bethany wins with 75 points, and the other 3 of us have, 25, 25, and 30, or however we land, Bethany is the match winner.
Okay.
But all of our scores go into the app.
Okay.
And then it goes in the back system, on the back end of our system.
Okay.
And produces your leaderboard
ranking
score
number.
and your ranking number.
Wonderful. Okay, so a match consists of 4 rounds, like 4 games. Wonderful. Okay. That makes so much sense
you're
to
not
me.
really changing any rules.
And then
at all.
the more you play and the more you input your scores, the more I think like narrowed in you get really on what you're
Really
where you actually
validates.
stand. Right, validate. There you go. Yeah, because like it's hard with mahjong because a lot of it's luck. But if you're playing consistently and inputting your scores consistently, then you can really get a feel for where you stand.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one off day doesn't ruin your score.
Right.
Exactly.
We
yeah.
all have those.
I know.
And also the
Exactly.
system takes into account the competitive ness of the person that you're playing. So if you're playing someone on your same ranking or below or above you, it's going to take all of that into account also.
Very
Wow.
cool.
And you get you're rewarded the more you play. So even if you're losing, you still
Here for
you
that.
still want to input the scores because there's decay and inactivity.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I love that. Is there something that people often like misunderstand about rankings in mahjong? Is there, when people come to you, is there stuff you have to explain?
Yes. So what we have found is that there's a lot of baseline educating of making sure that the players know the actual National Mahjong League rules.
Yes.
I'm sure that you see this too. The more players that there are, sometimes the more that house rules get taught.
Yep.
And they think that that is the game, and it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have 3 different categories of a match. So at this point, you can go in and select a casual game, which means that we're allowing for the house rules. So maybe those are your people that want to play with blanks, want to do whatever they're used to doing with their group. They can still do that and be ranked.
Okay.
That ranking match option is weighted less. So that's a less valued in our ranking system.
Makes
Then you've
sense.
got the middle tier, which is playing by the National Mahjong League rules. That is strictly playing by the playbook rules.
Right.
That's weighted in the middle. And then you've got the tournament tier.
Okay.
Obviously, tournaments are more intense.
Mhm.
They've got the value system with your scoring is different, and negatives are applied and all of that.
Right.
So in that case, those are ranked the highest.
Okay.
So there's
That's great that
educating-
you guys were able to kind of break that apart and differentiate. That's really cool.
Right. So there's something for everybody
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And you can kind of whatever you're doing, you can still address your ranking and get, help your stature, but you can be playing different ways. So
Right.
I love that.
Well,
I'm gonna be like addicted and be like, oh, I gotta play this week. I gotta keep my
Yeah.
numbers up.
And we need to figure out how this works because I'm really interested. I want to do this. Okay. So, this is so cool. What was the moment you realized like, hey, we have this idea, like this is actually going to work?
Let's
and
do
what gave
this.
you this idea? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
Go for it.
Okay, so every great idea comes with maybe being at the bar and drinking.
That's
and so
right.
that's when the idea
Yes,
arose.
cheers to that.
We were drinking at the bar, and when we were teaching and then having drinks afterwards, I was like, why are people getting so frustrated playing with different level of players? That would never happen in tennis. I would never play someone outside of my rank because it's just not fun.
Yeah.
And so then we just came up with the idea right there at the bar and cheers each other and went for it.
I love it.
That is really cool. And then, okay, after there's an idea, that's great. But then what moment, there's some like behind the scenes, there's a lot of more work involved than what's on the surface, right? Which we totally understand.
Well, our personality lends itself that we both have 4 children. And so we're just like, let's do it. Or we have to lose. And so we really just jumped right in.
We did.
And found a coder immediately and said, let's do this.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay. And at what point were you like, hey, I think, sorry, say that again?
But we were like, okay, husbands, get on board. We're doing this. So you just got to, we're dragging them along with us.
Sounds very familiar. I love that. I
Same
love
thing.
that. So at what point were you like, wait, this is actually going to work? This is really cool.
So I think once we hired our first coder who built the current version of the app, and we started that in January and then went for beta testing on the Apple Store in September. And I think that was really when I thought, okay, like we've got it. We see it. We did the research to realize that this wasn't already happening.
Right.
We talked to some attorneys and, just.
We tried it out at our clubhouse, and the ladies at our clubhouse love using it and want to rank higher, and our husbands are in on it too, and they're like, let's play again. I want another ranking.
Yes. Anything that can entice me with more competition. I'm very competitive.
Well, our last episode was playing for money, and now this is these things are going to go hand in hand. And I didn't think my addiction could get worse.
I
but
know.
it is.
Well, it was like playing for fun for so
better.
long, which is great. But then you add in the competition, and it just
and we are so competitive. Like, well, that's why we're here. But oh man,
it's on, girl.
I know.
Okay.
And then can I answer one question really quick that I don't think that I fully got to explain? So one of the things that you said that might be a misconception for ranking is that people will say, well, I'm not competitive and I don't really care, so it doesn't really matter to me. I think that that's the common misconception, is that we're competitive and we want to play correctly and we care about the value of this game. People sometimes just think that they want to play socially, and that's wonderful. But you take someone like my mother-in-law who plays 6 to 9 hours every week. This is her hobby, the same way that pickleball is her hobby.
Yeah.
So validating the time that you're spending outside your home in a different way other than just getting to enjoy the company of someone, but it validates your hobby too.
Right. And makes
So
the
it
most
doesn't
of your
have to be
time
like-
when you're playing, because you're playing with appropriate level of play. You're not wasting anybody's time.
Yeah.
And so I think even if you are if you're just playing casually, who else is just playing casual, and you can be paired with people that are on that same playing field with you. So I don't think, I get where people think it's only for people who want to be like tournament winners, but no, I think this is helpful for everybody, especially for leagues, casual leagues.
Oh, for leagues.
Very cool.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And we're learning this too. We're not everybody's cup of tea. And it's like, okay, do your thing.
Right.
You don't get ranked. That's fine. But eventually I'm going to be like, what are you ranked? Do you have AMR?
Right.
What,
Yeah.
I don't know if we can play together. I love it. Okay. So we've learned a lot about this along the way, so I wanted to kind of get your feel on this. What has surprised you most about coming up with a business and working in this Mahjong community, like during your journey?
So this is our third business in the Mahjong world, and all of them have been welcomed with open arms. Our community in Fort Worth really embraces us and loves the experiences that we've given them. Our goal with all of them is to continue to build community and bring more people into such an amazing game that really does facilitate friendships. And
Yeah.
so really surprise is, for me, has just been the amount of love that we've gotten.
Yeah.
And we get to meet so many new people
Yes.
and grow, and that's the most fun part is just meeting new people, and we hope to travel soon and see everyone face to face. And
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And in the Mahjong community, and I love that men are getting more involved too, but the amount of women supporting women in the business realm of Mahjong is so beautiful to see. Like we don't see enough of that.
Yeah.
And so, and I know that you guys are experiencing that as well. I mean, and it's kind of like what we're doing here together. It's so beautiful, right? So I love the Mahjong community.
I know.
That's why I'm here. I just
know.
can't get enough. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the app.
Yes.
So you have an app, everything kind of works through that. What does it actually do for a player right now? And you also said this version. So, like, if someone is signing up today, what are they going to see? What's going on?
Yeah. So today they're going to see when you open your app, you need to create, so you can download it on Apple right now. We're working on Google Console also. So Android users can also be part of the system.
Guess we have to include them.
I know.
We've all got my brother-in-law.
We
is,
all
and
have that
God,
friend.
And
It's
you
like,
can't
fine.
send a damn video on the text message.
I know.
I know. All right. I love y'all. Love y'all. It's fine. It's cool. You do you.
So you see your personal rank and the leaderboard underneath that. And then the menu bar is at the bottom. And so really what's changed, that's what you see now. So when you go to input a match at the bottom of the menu bar, you can input your match. You can find events in your area. You can search for clubs in your area. So say that you're traveling and want to play. If you're coming to Fort Worth and you're looking for a game, you can find based on your location
And your level.
different areas and different things that you can play.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is really cool. Okay.
Fantastic.
And the people that you play with, they all need to be on the app, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got to get
what
everybody on the app. Now, does it cost anything to sign up?
it's absolutely free. We want everyone to be a part of it.
Yay.
I love that.
That's
so I already
wonderful.
knew that because I signed up, but just wanted to tell the people. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so now let's talk about what's going on. You mentioned that you brought on a new developer to focus purely on like the everyday player experience and maybe another version of the app and things like that. Can you tell us what's changing and what we can look forward to?
Yeah.
Well, we're working on the everyday experience. So we want it accessible for even those who are not tech savvy and who
thank
don't use
you.
their phones all the time. And so it really does walk you through the process. So sometimes people would finish 4 games and not remember their score from the first game. And so
Absolutely.
it's more of like it's open during the playing, and then it says, were you using blanks? Yes or no. Did you
What
mosh-
line were you using?
What line were
did
you
you play?
using?
Oh, so you can be interacting with it in real time during
That's right.
your match. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then we want to collect data on, what lines people mahjong the most. And then you can find out like what is the easiest line, what is the hardest line, what line is picked most often.
Yes. And
Okay. I
can you
love
also
this.
maybe see your personal line, like how many you're the line? Oh,
Right.
Man,
There'll
Oh,
be
man.
a
Okay.
lot
See,
of-
this is
I've
really
been
gonna.
writing this down this year. That was my New Year's resolution, was to like track all of my wins. And this is going to be so much easier because I've lost that notepad like twice already. So
Yes, but this is going to tell you so much about your personal game, I think, right?
Mhm.
And
And
where
the
you
other
need to work on and what you're
Yeah.
what you're overdoing
right,
or
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, girl, you need to get out of that
Whoa,
369.
whoa. Okay, that's so cool.
So a lot of personal stats that can help you improve. So if you kind of think of it similar to like the sports world, you would want to know how you're improving over time, or even your run time, or anything that you're tracking. This tracks it all for you.
Wow, that's great.
Just see how great I'm doing. I
Yeah.
love that.
You're going to be be sending me screenshots. Look at me.
I know. Or I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, nobody can know this. Okay, so what happens, say you want to play a match, but somebody in your group is not a member, or they don't have a download, or they don't want to, they're not interested in that. Is there a way we can still play and do it? Okay, what do we do?
Yes. So currently you have a few options. So say that you're playing with 4 players and one of your players at the table does not want to download the app. We don't want anyone to have to do it. So at the moment you could input a 3-person match and just put in the scores for the other 3 players that are on. But in our version 2 will be coming soon, you can log in as a guest player. And so you don't have to download the app. You don't have to create a profile, but everyone can still input their scores.
Perfect.
Nice.
I love that option, because what are the chances we can get
like
everybody?
My mother's probably not going to download that.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just have to do it for her, but
You'll have to do it for her.
I mean, I was thinking.
Well, it was mom. My mom's name is Arnie, and her best friend's name is Marnie. And it was Marnie's daughters and their husbands that I taught this week. So if I can get Marnie in, then Arnie's gonna get. I'm trying. My mom's pushing back on this hardcore, and I'm just not here for it. By the end of the summer, I don't know. She will get her. She's gonna love it. She's gonna love it.
Get her back to me. Okay. We kind of touched on this a little bit already, but so some people worry that ranking your game is going to make something social and fun and lighthearted feel a little bit more intimidating. And we kind of talked about this, but how do you guys balance competition with community and fun?
So really, competition usually makes it more fun. Who doesn't love a little friendly competition?
Exactly.
And even if for nothing else, you're still sitting down. The people that are saying they're not competitive, but are playing for money, there's still a competitive level there. You're still wanting to win.
Those
the
little
same way
wins
that you would
are what keeping you there, right?
Little micro wins.
The micro wins. Yeah, full circle.
The micro.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's see. In the same vein, a lot of players are intimidated by the word tournament. What would you say to someone playing in their first tournament?
So my first tournament was the World Championship in Vegas.
Whoa.
Welcome.
And that was a
Throw you in
big
there.
stage to premiere on, I will say.
Absolutely.
So I went So we went last October and met the gals from Mahj in the City and Bamberth Scramble. Have you met them yet?
No, but I know who. Yes. I know who they are.
So we got to all be together and play, and it's definitely intimidating. But for anyone that's even thinking about doing it, go with an open mind. And my philosophy was I just didn't want to offend anybody.
Right.
So I read the rules very closely, made sure that I knew what I was doing. And I thought, if I don't even win anything, if I never even win one game, I just want to go have fun, experience it, and kind of have it under my belt without offending anyone.
Yeah.
That's how I felt too.
So that was my goal.
Yeah. I love that. I didn't want to ruin anybody else's experience with my lack of knowledge on tournaments or an experience. So yeah, I just made sure I kind of knew what I needed to be doing and make sure I kept up the pace and didn't, I didn't want to short anyone a game or anything.
That girl.
I didn't want to be that girl.
Well, and
There are so many different tournaments available. I mean, you have your fun drinking tournaments and then you have your serious tournaments. So you just have to know the personality of the tournament before you join.
That's right. Exactly. Kind of like any table you sit at, it's going to be a little different, right? The tournaments are the same.
Yes, but I think you just push yourself because it is so fun and you learn so much about yourself, your gameplay. But anything that's new and is when you're being kind of put up against people that you think are maybe more advanced than you are, it's intimidating. It's a lot, but it's not. It's real. Once you get in there, it's so much fun, and then
it is fun.
Just get in there and start doing it, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
I feel like I
We all
blacked
want to be
out.
winners.
That's right.
We all want to be winners, right? And so it's stretching yourself to be better.
Exactly. I know. And if you don't challenge yourself, you're never going to grow in your game, right? So that's a great way to do it. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. What about like house rules when you guys play? Do you use house rules or is everything National Mahjong League? And you already told us in the app you can do both. So what do you guys do?
Well, we're purists, and so we play pretty strictly by the National Mahjong League rules. And it's hard sometimes when we're playing in other groups to keep our mouths closed.
It's really hard.
We know.
When I get invited over to someone's house in the neighborhood, I have to be like, okay, be quiet. This is not my house. It's gonna be fine. It's still fun.
Just roll with it. It's still fun. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Fine. I will say that one of the things that we do in my house is whoever is the winner has to take a fireball shot.
Don't give her ideas.
Wait, did you do this on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, we copied you. I couldn't find it again, but we had our friend's birthday. It was Tassie's birthday, actually, and we all dressed up in muumuus and things, and then I brought packs of the little fireballs, and we took them every time. Yeah, it was.
I hate shots.
I know they were so mad at me, and I was like, I saw it on Instagram. I swear this is a thing. This is a thing. But
I would win. I'd be like, it wasn't me. I didn't win.
Yes.
It was so much fun. Thank you for that idea. Yes. I could never find that post again. That's you.
That's so funny. Yes. That's amazing.
I love that.
I'll send it to you so that you have it. But yes, I mean, it's a fun way to, and my husband always says it slows the winner down. Right. So he's like, the person that keeps winning, it slows their roll a little bit.
Gives you a little handicap. Yeah.
Gives you, evens the playing field, if you will. I like that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Small world, small world. Okay. All right. So you guys have tournaments. You have AMR sanctioned tournaments, or is that different from playing at home? Is that just when we're playing together for the app? When you say AMR sanctioned tournament, what is that?
Okay, so we host our own tournaments through AMR, but we also would like for other tournaments to adopt the AMR app. And so it would be a lot easier. Like at different tournaments we've been to, it's just handwriting and then maybe running through a Scantron. And so the whole process is smoother and you can see everyone in the tournament scores live.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so you can set up if you are running a tournament, you can set up that tournament in your app and then run everything through it that way.
That sounds so
easy.
easy.
The leaderboard real time.
Mm-hmm. That is cool.
This is the way.
That. This is the future.
Yeah.
All right. And
then you get your ranking for that tournament put into your ELO ranking in the back end. So
yes.
So it's all
you're going to want that anyway. So why not start off doing it?
Right. And I would
at
assume
the beginning
that
of the
a lot
tournament.
of these tournaments would really embrace something like this that makes it so much easier on their end, to be able to run it. I mean, it's all done.
Oh my gosh. We all need to just get on this app.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody now.
Yes.
Okay.
We're able to broadcast the leaderboards on the TV screen so you can walk by and see where you are.
Yeah.
And so
that is super cool.
Very cool.
Oh, I'm so into this.
You can even do it at League.
At League.
Yeah, we'll do it at League.
We have so much to talk about, ladies. Oh, this is fun. This is so fun.
All right.
Let's talk a little bit about you guys personally. How about that? Which player, and you can each take turns answering, which player do you think you would classify yourself at the table? Are you like the rule follower? Are you tell us a little bit about your character.
Mahjong personality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself a rule follower for sure. I love the etiquette of the game. It's so important to me. It's so important for the flow. I like it when everyone passes at the same time. And so I also like the pace though. I don't like a slow pace. I like everyone to move. I like 15-minute games.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I like to keep it going, just drink faster. And so my personality, I try to be super laid back, but I like the flow and
I
the
don't feel
courtesy.
challenged
Polite.
unless it's moving, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And be polite.
I relate to you a lot. Yeah.
And be polite.
Oh, yes. And that I do that.
Yeah.
You do.
I mean, when I'm impolite, it's in my head. And so, I mean, I'll look at the rack across from me and I'll be like, I'm not going to discard that. But I don't say that out loud.
Not saying it out loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep it in
Perfect.
your
Yeah.
mind. All
Same.
right.
Okay. What about you, Amanda?
I'm probably more the defensive player. I believe that the most important part of the game to win it is having a good defensive strategy. And so from the beginning, starting off just thinking defensively with even when I'm racking my tiles and passing in the Charleston, when you kind of start your game off that way, I think that you're going to have a better outcome. So everything that Bethany said is actually incredibly important to me. And we teach etiquette, courtesy, history
Love it.
in our lessons.
Wonderful.
And so that's all very important to me also.
Yes.
Very cool.
I know.
Yeah. And
You guys
Amanda
would be
wins
so
a lot.
much fun to play with.
She sets it up.
Oh, Amanda's
Amanda
Amanda's the
wins
big
a lot,
winner.
so-
Okay.
well,
Yeah, we got one of
Yes.
those.
So
Well, I've also been playing a really long time, so that's fair.
That's amazing. How long have you been playing?
16 years.
Amazing.
I love that.
That's awesome. See, it's not a phase. It's not
Girl,
bad. We're
that's
here
so
for the win.
cool. I wish I'd
You
been
know,
playing
when,
that
when we
one.
started playing for money, that really changed my game to much more defensive play. I just like almost immediately shifted,
Yeah.
kind of, and like I used to not really pay attention to a whole lot with what other people doing during the Charleston. Now I really am, because I'm like, this is my chance to figure it out the best. You know, that's when you can really kind of see what people
Yeah.
are doing. So yeah, I totally get that.
Yep.
And I'm such a different player than I was a year ago, and then a year before that.
Oh,
you
man.
know, I feel like
Yeah, sometimes when we go back and play on old cards, I'm like, oh man, how did I miss this pivot? Like, God, this would have been great.
No,
Yeah.
isn't that cool?
Oh, yes.
I love that. All right, what about the Charleston? Where do you guys stand on that? Do you love the Charleston? Do you hate the Charleston?
Love it.
Love it.
Yes.
Me
Love
too.
every pass.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have some friends who like to skip it. I never understand that,
I
but
don't
there are some
either.
people that just
And they say it's easier, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
I want to get the party started.
Right, and I think skipping ahead, but I guess y'all are no blanks. Because I mean, even though
Right,
you're in Texas,
right. Yeah.
we hear, everyone in Texas plays Texas Twist and
The
plays
Texas
with Flakes.
Twist,
Everybody.
yeah.
But yeah, we've dabbled, but we don't play.
We've
with
dabbled,
it. Yeah.
and I like it. It's fun. It's a different game, though.
I taught
you know?
Nancy, my sister, last week, and she was like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
But you know, let's
I
give it a
wanted to know
try.
what I was missing.
Right, and there's a time and a place
Yeah.
for all that.
Yeah.
We kind of tell people, because it seems like everyone wants to, when we're giving lessons, like, well, what is this about blanks? Do you teach them? We're like, no, because it's not part of the game.
Yeah.
And, we kind of have a philosophy at the Clubhouse. If you're there in the morning and you're playing with coffee, play without. If you're there in the evening for our See You Next Tuesday League and you're drinking, throw them in.
Right.
Right.
But so it's a time and a place,
Yeah.
but we both prefer to play without blanks.
Nice.
Same. We feel exactly
I think
the same.
we'll usually start, especially if it's an evening hangout or we're playing with our friends. Like we'll start playing, and those games are great. And this, once you get a few hours in, you're like, all right, let's break the blanks
And
out.
Fireball.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
the fireball night, we learned that's the first time we
Yeah.
played with blanks, actually.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the
Yeah.
first time.
I was
Yeah.
like, I heard about this. Y'all want to try it? Yeah. Okay. And then this is one of our favorite questions.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh, it's a mosquito.
Okay. Oh,
God, get
no.
out.
Gosh, they're everywhere right now.
They
How did
find
you get
me.
in here?
So
Okay, dream
hunt me
table.
down.
We like to ask everybody, and we'll ask each of you separately again. If you could have any 3 players at your dream table to play with, who would they be?
Okay, I think I've always wanted to know Heather McMahon. I think
Yes!
she's so funny, and she does all of these like reels about how she like loves mahjong.
Yes.
And so actually reached out to her at her last show here and was like, "Hey, do you want someone to play with on your off time?" And so she didn't get back to me, unfortunately. But I think she would be so
trying.
much fun.
If she does, I will fly to you. I want to be at that table.
Yes, I was like, backstage, we're happy to bring all the tiles and play with you.
Yes, she's at my dream table.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, she's got to see.
You send me her stuff all the time. Yeah.
Who else would you have?
Who else would you pick?
Are we doing it separate? Our answers separately?
No, let's just throw ideas out.
Okay.
I love
So
that.
really, right now, I would want to be playing with the four of us. So
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm like, I think that this would be a really fun competition.
Yes. I think we should break out the fireball and have a game sometime.
I think so too. Leave the blanks out. Bring the fireball.
That's
Like,
right.
It's gonna be a blast.
We
Yeah.
should figure out how to
do it.
play on FaceTime.
I would love to make that
We
happen.
got to make that happen at some
We
point.
got friends in Texas.
We do now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you just give us an idea on the app. Just to find 3 people anywhere and just play on FaceTime.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That would
Oh
be
my
fun.
gosh, wouldn't that be cool?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Marshall's
You
gonna
never
love this too because he loves playing. Well, he thinks we should do like more online play and stuff. So I think
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's a dad of 3 girls, and he's probably like, I'm working. He's a gay man. Like, you know, I'm playing Mahjong. It's for work. We got to get him playing online. I know.
I know.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then, so, okay, that kind of like wraps up, but I do want to add a couple more questions. Where do you see like American Mahjong in particular 10 years from now? Where do you see this game going?
Future.
So I think in my head, it seems very clear that it would be for us, really seriously, where people are ranked. There are players that are paid for their ability and skill in tournaments. I would like, because we are creating the competitive framework for Mahjong, we would like to see that really expand to where, you have chess players that are paid.
Professional
have-
Mahjong players.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I would
and
love
right.
for there-
There's even like
Professional
celebrity,
sponsorship.
like Jan, or like all kinds. It doesn't even have to be your level of like, expertise, but it could just be who you are. Like,
We're all trying to get paid to play Mahjong.
yeah.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Where I see it
And then if
going.
you're a high ranked player, you're invited to join tournaments.
Yeah.
And it's also like a selling point of, hey, this high ranked player is joining this tournament.
Wow.
Right.
Which we actually are
At the table.
hosting our first one,
Oh,
where
whoa.
it's an invitation only,
That's so fancy.
based on your ranking.
I love that. I
Elizabeth,
love
we
it.
got to get you
I
on
know.
there so I can tag along.
Now you got to get on and start inputting your scores.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
that is
I love
really
it.
cool.
That's
I'm so
my new life
excited
goal
for
is to get
this.
paid for playing Mahjong just because I'm
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, me too.
love it.
Perfect. I love that. You guys, this was so cool. Any stories, any cool, fun tournament stories or anything in particular you'd like to share with us before we wrap it up?
Ooh.
Oh, put me on the spot here.
Sorry.
Nothing that.
I will say that when we traveled to Vegas and we played against some really great players. I sat across the table from someone that she had been playing for 80 years. She was 85 and had been playing since she was 5 years old. That to me
Wow.
was really cool.
Wow.
And I think it's a testament to the longevity of this game, that yes, we're experiencing a boom, but it's not a fad, and it's
Right.
not a phase that we're going through.
Right.
This is a lifelong game, and just playing against that woman was proof of that to me.
Right.
Right. And I mean,
Something else I thought was special. We had a tournament last weekend in the stockyards, and just all the different types of people and different ages that you would never meet unless you sat across the table from them.
Yes.
That's just so unique, and I love that. Like, oh, how's this dynamic going to work? And then they're laughing at the end and
I do
exchanging
too.
phone numbers.
I do too.
Yes.
I
That
see
is
that in League
really
a
interesting.
lot too. We like to sort of mix people up and get them at new tables. And, they sit with people they would never normally sit with or interact with anywhere else. And it's really cool because like they're really great friends now. And I see that they're hanging, they met at League and we follow each other now on Instagram or something. And I see that they're doing things outside of League together, taking trips together, throwing baby showers for each other, things like that. And it's like, how cool is that?
Well, and I think that's why it's endured for so many, generations and years, as it is not only just a familial game that is, resonates with your family and friends, but you can take it and play with anybody and meet anybody and have this instant connection with somebody. And it just, the community that builds so easily. Is just why it's have been so prevalent.
Right.
I love
And you get to know somebody pretty quick, I think, at the Mahjong table, just for how they handle gameplay. It is a competitive game. Like, are you a kind, understanding, forgiving, whatever person? Are you just like cutthroat? Is this how, is this who you are in life? But, I've played with some people where I'm like, oh, all right, we're not hanging out after this. I got to get out of this table. But playing a game with somebody who's competitive will tell you a lot about them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, let's tell everybody where to find you, because I think everybody needs to join right away, and we need to figure out where everybody ranks so I can play with people.
Everybody download AMR right now.
Yeah, right. So tell us where to find you.
So you can download the app on, like I said, Apple Store, and it's just AMR Authority. Our website is amrauthority.com. Instagram is AMR Authority. Same thing with Facebook. So lots of avenues.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay, wonderful. And is there anything else you want to share? Did we cover everything? We went through a lot.
I appreciate you having us on.
It was so much fun.
This was wonderful.
Well, we have tile tips coming.
Yeah,
We're
so we do
totally
have
done.
another section, but we're not going to grill you in this section too
just for
much.
fun.
Are there any tips you'd like to share with players? You have a secret move?
Okay.
Tell them about like what you think is like the easiest sections to go for beginners.
I love that.
So when we're teaching the card, we break down the sections for people, and it's really helps you to kind of, I hate to use the word chunk. I was a teacher, but it's, you if you can kind of quiet the noise of the card and find your spot, that's a lot easier. For me, the easiest section on the card is any light numbers. I know most people's is consecutive run, but because any light numbers is a flexible section and you get to choose the number and the suit, it gives you so many possibilities. So I find myself trying to go there all the time. So like, I just think it's the easiest section. So my tile tip is if you have
You're cutting out a little bit.
Let's try that again.
of the Charleston,
Hold on, we
collect that number and play.
Okay, say that last part again. You say if you have, just start there.
If you have the same number in different suits before the Charleston, it's really easy to zone in on that number and collect it during the Charleston. And you
Yes.
can usually make a line pretty easily in any light numbers.
I agree.
The other tip that we give people is, especially for newer players, because this card can be so overwhelming, if you have 5 or more tiles going toward one line before the Charleston, collect tiles for that one specific line. And at the end of the Charleston, I want to have at least 10 tiles going toward my line so that I start the game only needing 4 or fewer tiles to win. So that's kind of some of my tips.
all right.
I love those tips.
Yeah.
Those are great, especially for newer players. I agree with both of those things. And I am not heavy on the pivot. I want people to stay flexible, but if you're a newer player, I always say it might benefit you just as much as being able to pivot is if you lock in early and start collecting those tiles early. Wait till you're more familiar with the card and you can pivot quickly and comfortably. But until then, maybe try to just start collecting early? What do you think?
Yeah, I think pivoting is it doesn't take you long to get to where you're more comfortable with the card and can pivot.
Yeah.
But yes, I think especially with newer players, I think it gives you a lot of chance to make mistakes with having the right numbers and the kongs and pungs.
Yeah.
If you're pivoting and not super confident. So I think, yes, I think you're right.
Especially if you have 5 towards a line
then
to start.
forget
Girl,
it and go.
just go for
Yeah.
it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, and we give that same piece of advice, just stick to your line as a newer player, because you're going to, even if you don't end up winning that one game, you're going to enjoy the process so much more than feeling stressed out about
Yes.
every single tile you get and questioning yourself.
Yep.
So true.
Enjoy the process.
Right.
I agree. I totally agree with
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I'm excited to do something a
I
little bit
know.
different. We haven't done this before. I got
Oh.
this idea. I a while back, just scrolling through Mahjong, that's it, which is kind of where I go, just reading tips and new things that are happening in the Mahjong world. It's the Facebook page that I love. Anyway, so somebody brought up a scenario and it stumped me for a second. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like, that's a great way to learn, because honestly, when it happens, it's in a real case scenario and there's a lot of moving parts. So I thought, let's do that. Let's do a little true false. I'm going to read a scenario to you, and then I'm going to ask you if this plays out by the book per National Mahjong League rules, or if something went wrong.
Is it kosher or not kosher?
Exactly.
All right.
All right. So let's say we're playing with 4 people and I discard, and both Amanda and Elizabeth hold, but Elizabeth starts exposing her tiles on her rack, and she reaches for the discard, and she looks at it and she goes, oh, never mind. So she puts it back and puts her tiles back in her rack. Well, Amanda now says, sweet, I need that. And she gets it, puts it on her rack, and exposes, and the game moves on. Ooh. So did that go by National Mahjong League rules? True? Yes or no?
So she exposed her tiles.
Yeah, she exposed the tiles.
Elizabeth exposed the tiles.
I'm the bad
You
girl.
exposed your tiles, and you picked up the tile, and then you said,
no.
never mind.
So she didn't rack.
She
the
didn't
tile.
rack it. She just picked it up and put it back, and then she put her tiles back in her rack, and Amanda picked it up.
That's really tricky.
Yeah, right? That's a stump one.
My initial
I thought it'd be touched.
call is going to be, I'm out. Okay. I think I have a dead hand.
Too.
All right, what do you
thoughts.
think?
I think I have a dead hand.
Okay.
Because I made
agree.
a false call, and I did pick up the tile, and I exposed. So I did a
You
false
exposed.
exposure. I'm more worried about the exposure than, but damn.
Let me
I'm
read
more
you
worried
the
about-
rule. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. You are committed to taking a claimed discard once you have either placed the claimed tile or exposed tiles on top of your rack. A claimed discard should not be placed in the hand. So, meaning once you claim it, you put it on your rack. But even if you are exposing some from your own hand, once they are exposed, you are committed.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So she would have had to commit to that. Or dead hand, I guess.
Right.
Right? Okay. And that, you guys, obviously, National Mahjong League rules and Mahjong Made Easy. I'm looking at number 13 on page 18. For anyone listening, if you don't have the Mahjong Made Easy rule book, you could always just text me and I'll tell you.
That's what everyone else does.
I've got one like in my purse. I have one here. I've got one in my Mahjong bag. I can't really live without it, but I thought that was cool because it stumped me for a second too, because I knew, hey, once you've exposed it, once a tile's down, a down tile is a played tile or whatever.
Right.
And I felt like that relayed to also exposed tiles. And it does. So that it still holds true. A tile played is a tile played, or tile laid is a tile
Tile
played.
laid is a tile played.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah.
anyway, that was fun, right?
Yep. That's
Now
cool.
you
That's fun.
know.
I like
I
exercise.
Yeah.
Well, and then I bet you guys too get a lot of questions from people you've taught, or just when you're out. And I know Christina gets texts all the time about, this happened. What does it mean? Or what do we do? And my family texts me now about stuff like that. It's all the time.
I love it. It keeps me sharp. Yeah.
I know. And I'm like, oh, you're playing. I get a little thrill.
Yeah.
Little micro win myself when I get
when I get the answer right. Yeah.
Ooh, they think I'm the authority on this. I like that.
I love it. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. We had a blast, and sort of off screen, we discussed one day playing together, and I hope that comes true.
That would be so much fun.
I would love to get together and meet you ladies in person. Yeah. I'm so excited about what you're doing.
We can come to Florida.
Yeah, come to Florida. We will. Yes, we'll meet you anywhere in Florida.
Oh,
if you come to Tallahassee, we're here.
Maybe during the summer. It's too hot.
Yeah,
it's hot. It's really hot.
So much for having us.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm excited for what you're doing. I can't wait to tell everybody.
I think this is huge.
Elizabeth and I are definitely joining. I hope this is kind of like the future of Mahjong. I hope we can make something like this.
Bring technology to Mahjong.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
And again,
make it work for us.
What this does for connectivity through, across the states, across friend groups, I think this is just par for the course and what we need to make it more accessible for everybody, and everybody's playing on the same page. I love it.
I love it.
Thank you
so
much,
thanks,
guys.
ladies. Okay. All right. You want to sign us off, Elizabeth?
Let's do it. And that's the Mahjong for today's Tile Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, may your tiles be lucky and your table always be welcoming.
That's right. Cheers.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay.